And up next, we got Jack Hermansson facing off against Edmen Shahbazyan. Jack coming in here with a 21-6 record. He's 32 years old, 6'1", with a 77.5-inch reach. The comeback on Edmen, he is 11-1, sole loss coming to it on his last fight against Derek Brunson, where he got finished, after gassing out. He is 23 years old, 6'2", with a 74-inch reach, so he's going to be giving up a few inches here as far as the reach goes. Let's start off on Jack's last fight, man. He had a war against Vettori over there, and I didn't know this, but he actually broke his orbital in that fight, so he's coming off broken orbital less than 5 months ago. It's always something to think about. He said it did affect him pretty bad in the fight, and he did make it through the whole fight, which shows how much of a badass he is. And before that, you could see him tapping out Kevin Gastelum within a minute. Before that, he did lose to Jared Cannonier with the uppercut. So he's, trading wins back and forth. He did have a unanimous decision against Jacare before that, which he completely dominated Jacare from the grappling aspect to, the stand-up, dropping Jacare multiple times, which was very impressive. And, yeah, man, he's just an all-around fighter. He can get it done grappling or striking. And he shows that his durability is there, and he's very tough and gritty, man. And his gas tank is there as well. The comeback on Edmen, he does not have a great gas tank. It seems like he's a great nail or a great hammer, but when he's tired, he is the nail. And on his last fight against Brunson, he was having early success in that first round, lighting Brunson up. He didn't get him out of there, and unfortunately, he chased the finish, which didn't materialize. And he ended up gassing pretty bad, and Brunson just took over from there and got the finish. Before that, he had a win against Brad Tavares, which he looked, super slick. Got him off with a switch head kick and knocked him out. He did have a win over Jack Marshman, Charles Bird, Darren Stewart. So the man's been doing work, and that Darren Stewart win was a decision. So it's the only one of his fights where it shows that he can go to decision. Other than that, they're all first-round knockouts, man. So kind of hard to bet on those fighters that are, one-round machines like Jordan Wright was. That's why I did not want to bet that man last week, but he pulled through. So, coming back with Edmen, man, it's kind of hard to bet him. I really want to see if he's made those adjustments on his gas tank. If he did, man, the sky's the limit for the kid. He has great hands. He looks like he has great grappling defense when he's fresh. Or once he's gassed, he's just, stiff wind could take that man down. So, I pure pick on this one. I'm taking Hermansson. I might have to throw a little something on Hermansson just because I feel like, Shahbazyan's that round one monster, bud, and if he doesn't get it out of there, I don't see him doing too good in those second and third rounds. And like I said, Hermansson's a beast, man. He took everything Vettori had and still kept coming. So it's going to be a lot to ask for Edmen on his, coming back from his first loss, and who knows if he's a little bit hesitant. So it's kind of hard to play on this one. I have a lot of thoughts of how I could play this one, so as of right now, it'd probably just be best to pass it and, just enjoy it. But as a pure pick, man, I'm going Hermansson on this one.
All right, and for myself with Jack Hermansson, you got the Joker. Since he's made it to like the upper echelon of the division, he has been trading wins and losses. Like you mentioned earlier, it was last fight, lost to Marvin. Then before that, win to Kevin, lost to Jared Cannonier, win for Jacare. But those are all against top guys. Especially at the time he fought those guys. And he has been able to use his grappling to get his victories, which is something he's also going to have to do in this fight. This is the classic striker versus grappler, and it is Hermansson who's going to have to get him down before he gets caught. And that's what makes this such an interesting fight. On the other end, for Edmen, out of Glendale Fight Club, notorious with Ronda Rousey, Edmen has all the tools. He grew up fighting. I think he was fighting since he was like 9 years old at a young age. Coming out of the Glendale club, he has great striking. Was someone the UFC was looking to be one of the next rising stars before he ran into Derek Brunson last year, who absolutely worked him. And it's been a while since we've seen him back in the UFC. And they ain't doing him any favors by throwing him to the wolves against the Joker. For the odds on this one, they have Jack Hermansson at -150 and Shahbazyan at +120. So those are some pretty tight odds. I personally, like Jack in this fight. I'm also gonna pick the Joker, and I think he's good enough in the stand up to not get caught and get this to the floor and finish the fight. I think he could do that. But on the other end, I think Shahbazyan can get him out of there too. He is a good dog. +120. Probably, in my opinion, one of the livest dogs probably on the card. But as far as pure pick, I definitely think Jack.
Yeah, man. I mean, will I be surprised if Edmen comes out here and blasts Jack in the first round and gets him out of there? Not necessarily. No. I mean, it's hard to get Jack out of there, but if it does happen, I wouldn't be surprised. But if Edmen goes out there and dominates for 3 rounds, then I'll be surprised. But I don't see that happening, so that's why I just gotta pick Jack. I mean, before that, man, Edmen was looking great, but like I said, that's the lower echelon of the divisions, the Brad Tavareses and whatnot. The Charles Birds of the divisions. I don't even think Charles Birds is with us anymore. So, yeah, man. As far as competition goes, Jack's faced the cream of the crop, and Edmen can get it done, bro, but I just don't see it happening. So I gotta take Hermansson on this one, and even Edmen's first round TKO line, it's +450. That isn't even. It's not good enough for me. It's not like a. It needs to be higher than that, maybe like 600 or 700 or so. But yeah, man, who knows? But I'd take Hermansson in this one. It's for sure though. This is going to be one of the more exciting fights on the card, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. And yeah, man, maybe we watch the weigh-in show and get a better feel for it. But as of right now, yeah, I'm picking Hermansson.
All right, we're both on Jack. I think the Joker gets it done here.